discuss also me too. I go do it because
you should discuss it with your wife.
1 year girl come with a no.
You go talk and you go discuss it with your wife. Don't let her find out from your will.
You know, say man don't hide
so that if she knows that the plan when you get around that, she will decide maybe she want to stay with you that married or make she pack her bag.
See.
All make stop to the time money can somehow. Because I want to imagine that this woman found out from the will. I don't think so.
Well, we don't make joke. Men don't do the high something. Well, we don't make joke. We should own our own right for us. Well, we don't use yourself so they put that. Everyone does say, "Don't say about that. Now you marry your guy."
Yeah, I can see you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we can see you. Say something.
Well. Like the show as you come in. Hit the like button and let's get started. So let's wait a little bit and see how many people are coming on board. I can't even get the notification here on the phone, so supposed to get it on my phone too. Let me see through my. It's supposed to come. I hope the notification is out there. Okay. I can have the notification here. This is live. So, Dr. Cheryl. I had two gadgets going on. So welcome guys. We're still very few in the house. It's just an impromptu live, as my eyes is a little bit aching. So, but I can manage it for a while before. I hope I'm loud and clear. If I'm loud and clear, can somebody type something? I hope I'm loud and clear. I'm not using a speaker today. Sometimes directly from the PC, it goes well too. So, Dr. Cherry, where have you been? How are you? I'm catching up with you a little bit late today. Yeah. I hope you're good. I am good as well. So, this is where we are today. Well, not much today, but let's wait at least 5 minutes. Let's see. Probably there are other people online today. And, it doesn't matter. Most people will always rewatch it. So that's what it is. You are clear. I'm fine. It's great to be here. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So what are you doing for the holiday? Traveling out from Canada to the Caribbean or somewhere? I'll be up and out to the US. I want to, a little bit of change. Anyway, I have my cousin already going there, so it's just joining up with her, and we have some senior girls holiday. Sometimes, traveling with age mates too. Sometimes it's good for a change too. So that's exactly what I intend to do this time around. But so far so good. It's not. I know it's going to be New York that period. It's always very, very hot, extremely hot. But we'll with what we can, any way we can help ourselves. Once the hotel is good air condition, at least at the end of the day, have somewhere to come back to. Last year too, we had that type too, and it was also not too bad. Yeah, Dr. Cheryl said, still thinking about that Europe or the Caribbean. I am still deciding. Enjoy USA. Yes, yes. We're tired of Europe, so we want to go extra large, a little bit outside, and see what's happening. But this time around, well, I was a little bit undecisive, but as I had my cousin that was going on a course there in Boston, and from Boston to New York, it's an hour, 10 minutes by flight, and by road, maybe 3 hours. So she asked me to meet her up in Boston, and I said, no, let's meet up in New York. So once she finished her course, she take the next flight, the early morning flight there, and I will leave here, and I'm there in the afternoon. So that's how the journey, you know, that's how we started planning about it. If not, it's okay. It's seen a little bit of everywhere. So that's exactly what it is. Nixon Beresha, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. I've been missing in action, but I've been participating in all others reactors chats too. But it's okay because my eyes is still not the right eye. Still, I don't know what happened to it, and the doctor's appointment. The shortage of doctors, opticians. So even to have an appointment, almost 90 days or 100 days. So, but let's see how it goes on Monday. If it gets worse, then I have to ask for an emergency. So that's what it is. But I can see clearly it's not really a problem. So we hit the road. As you guys see the title, well, all the people coming behind there, they can always rewatch. It shouldn't be a problem. It's just a short something of 30 minutes that I just want to share with you guys. So it's a part of the reaction chain. It's been trending these few days all over the social media. And I said, well, I should just bring this out here. And we've had enough. We've had enough from the village side in Yavuhan's episode, but this is just another where another location, but something very interesting and something really to reflect upon, reflect about. So that's what it is. So Nixon, you're highly welcome, and I can also see Nikki in the house. Nikki, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. A picture thinker, thank you very much for joining the show. And Fenty Gotev, welcome, 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 guys. So we hit the road. So as its title suggests, you guys can see there's this billionaire in Nigeria, a politician by the name Chief Iwanyahu. He's very, very rich, very, very much loaded. And he lost his first wife of 40 years. The lady was like 63 when she passed away, 2011 or so. And she got married to this young lady 2013. Kemi Klaus, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. The Queen of Frolics decided to sit on the table today because the eye is cornering. That's what it is. So this guy, Chief Iwanyahu, is extremely rich. He's a politician. And he decided to, when the wife died, to marry this young lady. And she was about 23 by then. You guys can imagine what money can do with his weight, with his big stomach and everything. Well, the poor lady, and even if she didn't want, in African context, the family will say, hey, it's a life opportunity. You cannot miss it. You have to go there. You have to go. Sometimes arrange marriages, family to family, just for security, for the guy to feel, oh, she's not going to run away. Oh, well, it could be because of the money, but at least when both families are involved, maybe they know themselves, well, she could stay, because notwithstanding the age gap, was just too much. And she was almost the age of his other kids, the eldest kid. So when they got married, and they have a smaller, handsome boy. They have a small, handsome boy together. But what happened there is that the man left this controversial will. Should we say controversial, or we know how it is that once this guy is dead, and this is a young widow now. Now she's in her early 40s. One young guy, Casanova guy, can just come and brainwash her and take everything away from her. That happens a lot. One Casanova from nowhere can just come and take everything from her. So probably the man thought about it, took all that into consideration before making that will. And when the will was read, but we don't know whether he informed her before making the will, or as a senior, seeing how young she is, that she could be manipulated by one Casanova, one toy boy, and take everything from her. And meanwhile, their son is there. Anyway, the son is covered in the will up to when he finishes his education. The son is covered just like the other kids. So a lot of preference has been given to the young guy. Yeah. So we don't know, Kemi, whether the prenup was really there. Nobody really understands this story. Or he had even informed her, this is what I'm going to do. If I no more, you won't remarry. I don't think he would have said that. And even if, trust an African woman, she wouldn't have a say there, because she'll be afraid of losing everything. And this is Africa, in which nothing is really, really correct. The laws have been flawed in so many ways. So, but in a way, for me, I believe it was a way to protect her, because she might be a vulnerable young lady that has just seen these flashes of wealth, flying in the private jets, villas, estates in Abuja, mansion in England, in London, and all that stuff. So, and anything can happen. One young flamboyant, a young guy can come and say, hey, I love you from your head to toe, just to get in, to suck her out, to suck everything out from her. And before she knows, she become empty. So probably it was also a way to protect her. But many people in the social media, many people said, no, he's greedy. How could he make such a will? After all, when his first wife died, she didn't forbid him from marrying, and even marrying somebody of their child's age. She didn't give him any condition. So why should he give the young lady condition not to marry? If you marry, you forfeit everything. Yeah. It looks like a fairy tale story. You marry, you forfeit everything. You forfeit the will. So it's a very big clause. It's something to reflect upon. Was it really necessary for this billionaire to have put that clause in the will? Because people said, after all, when the first wife died, he didn't say, if you remarry, then you forfeit everything. So why should he do this to the young lady? Well, probably he was always the breadwinner. That's what I see here. Hello, John. Welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the house. Thank you. Thank you. So Nikki said, so long as the will only states not remarrying, I would be okay with that. I will have the male companion, but will not necessarily marry him. That's true. The champ is here. Welcome, welcome to the house. That is true, because most people, in fact, that should even serve as a security for her. So whoever is coming, let's marry, you tell the person, hey, hold on. It's not going to be possible. They can also use that as an excuse to put the young guys at bay, because they will come out when they know the amount of money involved that she was going to inherit. Many, many Casanovas will come out, and they will even want to lick her toes because it's money talking. So I think the old man did the right thing. I think he did the right thing. That's what I want to think. I'm very sure he did the right thing. Whether he had informed her earlier or he just thought about it, and probably he knows her better, that she can be easily manipulated. Why don't I protect this? After all, whatever she has at the end of the day will go to the son. If she too, passes on, it will go to the son. So probably in a way, it safeguards the wealth within the family. It safeguards. So, and Nikki said exactly. Yes, that's true. And John the charm, welcome, welcome. Maybe he trusted the first wife more. Yes, Kemi, that is true because the first wife, they would have started life together. They would have, had so many things going. When you begin life with somebody, probably from sometimes most people can meet right from school, university, and all that, neighbors and all that, and they live through, they see a lot of things together. And the necessity for something like this sort of a clause wasn't even there, because when you age together, you've seen it all. You've seen it all. And most times, you don't even have the way of spending the money anymore. At that age, you spend almost little. And you have kids together, and those kids will automatically inherit everything. So the need for something like this wouldn't be there. But with a young lady, she was pretty young. She was 23, getting married to somebody of that age, that old. She was 23, extremely young, But, well, they said love. We don't know. It comes in different folds. That's exactly what it is. So, and John said, hello, Kemi. Yes, Nikki, she can still spend the money, wealth in other men without being married to them. Yes, that's true. You can have a relationship. You can be a partner, but not in marriage. Can be very close. Imagine you guys, imagine Oprah Winifred and Stedman. Is it Stedman or Stedman? The boyfriend, the partner, life partner, but never been married. But they're together for several years. They've been together for several years, but they have never been married. So with that, there is no fight, no divorce. Probably if they were married, they would have been divorced, and Stegman would have said, hey, Oprah, I've wasted all my life with you. I need 50% of what you have. So with that, the relationship has been so solidified that there's nothing like fight. The wealth remain. It's probably they share the same account, they can use it, but the need for the fight, the separation, to have that separated is normal, because it's like getting used to yourself. So probably the young lady will find herself somebody that will accept her on just a partner relationship, not by marriage. And with that, the money will be saved. there will be no fight, because already when the guy comes in and knows the condition that there's never going to be marriage, then he has to accept it. The only thing is that he will try to suck if he feels that she's in love, sees that she's in love with him. He will try to suck her out gently. He will try to manipulate her, brainwash her a little bit, to get what he can get physical, cash. So, the ways, and because guys are becoming very, very intelligent and very smart too. So the lady too has to be a little bit smart. It has to, wear her boundaries and all that stuff. Because if not, well, I can just go, well, we're not married. Okay, I get you a Ferrari. Well, just to stay with me. And the guy said, yeah, you don't get me Ferrari, I'm going. After all, what is it? You don't want to marry me. And she looked at her bank account and said, well, the money is still packed full there, man. Probably I'm never going to be able to finish the money before I die. Why don't I give it a little bit to him just for the company? So it happens. We've seen loads and loads of women that their husband died and left them money. We've seen young guys going into take everything. everything from them. The latest one that we heard from Anambra too, that even the bank manager had to call and said, Madam, what the hell are you doing? Look at the amount that is you're taking out. What are you doing? Are you constructing a airport or what? And they had to inform their lawyer, the attorney. The attorney had to call and, hey, we're going to put brick here because you've gone overboard. You're going to finish everything and you have kids. And they suddenly, well, she realized because she was a little bit, somehow, I just met this young guy that was just so handsome, Casanovas, they can, sweet talk. Not just the old women, but like this very case, this lady now is in her early 40s, is 41 or 42, so she's still pretty young and beautiful. Young and beautiful. So that's exactly what it is. So Nikki said it's yes, Stedman. Yeah, that was the name of the Oprah Winfrey's partner. That's the name. I hope they're still together because I know they have been pretty around probably up to 30 years together. 30 years. Just aging together, and well, it makes a good relationship. I think the guy also is a good guy because he sacrificed everything just to be with her, be her partner, and it hasn't really been a problem for them. No kids, so what do they really need to do with the money? It's for charity. Yeah, that's it. So it's Nikki said it is useless. It is useless where she can cohabitate with any man without marrying him. Yeah, that's true. And Nixon Berger said, John, yes. Hello, John. Nixon Kenya will find a way to manipulate her. That is true. I think they will call all the Shama, and the lightning and thunder will come in their house, boom, 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 and the lady will fall. Man, that kind of Shama will never come my way. It will never get me in anywhere. So the charm, yes, Nikki, yes, they are. So that's it. But my God, this YouTube, this thing, I hardly can get my, what should I say here? I hardly can get, let me just show you guys a little bit, a photo here, because so many people, but it's a young lady. She's young. And the man was a little bit obese. This was the man. Oh my God. What happened to my camera today? Okay, because I don't have the light. The stories, I don't want to take other people's story because YouTube sometimes now that a little bit. Oh, it's not coming out. What's happening here? Can it come out here? Oh, no. I have quite some good, let me see here. Is it coming out here? Oh, I think the light. Guys, sorry, let me reduce this light. Come on, lights. Still a little bit. Yes. I think it was a little bit too bright here. So this, guys, I don't want to use people say something, but this is the photo of this old guy. Oh my God. Why is it not showing? It's my light here. I think it's the light. Man, I'm gonna go black here. It's still the same. No. Oh dear Bono. What's happening here? It's quite an old guy, obese, highly obese. Man. Yeah. It's a highly obese guy, and his name is Chief Iwanyahu, and let me see the name. Let me write the name here. He's also a politician, but with YouTube live, I can't put it here. I don't know. If it were StreamYard, I can easily click the link, but here I hardly could get it. I thought I could. I don't know why it's not. the hell is happening here today? That's the name of the guy. It's all over the social media now. And it's a very big story. It's all these politicians from Anambra. It's a money bag anyway. It's been reached quite a while. I can still remember in our school days by then. He lived in the US. He studied there before he came back to the Second Republic, the time of Shagari, to join politics. Then from there, where most of them, they have oil wells, the money hardly dry. Whoever has an oil well in Africa, man, you're rich for the rest of your life. So this one's they made it, and a young lady, a young girl like that of that age, my God, 23, and he was well over 60 something by then. Fresh blood. you guys should forgive me. You guys should forgive me, my God, but I would have loved to show you guys some pictures, but I don't know. Man, they say YouTube's it's always like this to attach. If you guys don't mind me, well, then let's just go talking. What do you manage here? What do you manage? Oh, what did the flies come into this house today? So, guys, this is exactly what we are today. And Nixon, are you laughing? Nixon, don't laugh. Don't laugh if you just put Google, just Chief, let's Chief Iwanya, who's alleged will bans his young widow from remarrying, or she risks losing her inheritance. My God. With all the money, no remarriage condition in his will, aka how to control your wife after death. Nixon, are you guys listening? How to control your wife after death. Fear of wealth transfer to another man. Fear of wife transfer to another man, a wealth transfer to another man. If Francis remarries, her new husband may take everything. The clause stops family wealth from moving. So the wealth must remain in the family. That's what the old guy made just to protect his will. And well, they have a young son, they have a small boy. Anyway, the face has been covered anyway. The face of the child has been covered, so it shouldn't be a problem. But he was overweight, extremely overweight, obesity. Probably he could have lasted for some time for her and the kid and the young boy. But the young boy is well protected. I'm wondering what's happening. Is it this light here? It's just okay. Oh, no. That's the caption. That's the caption that I use. That's the caption that I use. It's a young guy. Okay, this was the real picture of them I wanted you guys to see. But it's not really oh no. This YouTube, this thing is always it's always difficult for me to show the clips. Only if I were on a yacht stream. I wish I could have even tried a yacht stream, but it's not okay. So it's okay. So let's just wrap it on. It's a story that has really exploded in the internet, in the Nigerian internet. Everybody, scrambling for it. How could he have made such a thing? There are people criticizing him, and there are also people being, in the middle. I like to be in the middle of things. Probably he's doing that to protect her, even because one young guy can come and take away everything from her. Meanwhile, she's still young. She can fall in love, probably meet the love of her life, and don't even know how to manage the wealth. And the guy can say, hey, it's karma. men, there's this big business, there's this oil business, there's this, we put the money there, and before you know, the guy takes everything and disappear with another young girl too. It becomes a circle. So in a way, probably it could have been right. Probably he understands the young wife very much, being that they married very early when she was very young, and just for her own interest and for the interest of their son, just to protect the poor boy. So probably decided to do that, and it shouldn't be anything. If I were her, obviously, I will look for somebody that we remain partners. We don't necessarily need to marry, yeah. But I will also look for somebody that also have that means, even if not as much as what the man has left for me, but at least something, so that it wouldn't just be only my own, Then you move on. So with that, it will be easy. But if it goes to a pauper, that is where the problem will be. That's where the problem will come. A complete pauper that will depend on her. I am the Casanova, I'm very handsome, or I'm younger than you. Then you can use that to manipulate her. But we hope it doesn't happen. So that's what it is. So Nikki said, didn't one of their leaders marry a very young woman too? Let me Google him. Yeah, that's true. That was a Shomole. Shomole is now a senator. Was also by then was a governor of Edo State. So he married this air hostess from, is it the Etihad airline or this airline from Dubai? What's the name of this airline? But the lady was always coming to Nigeria and meeting all the politicians before. So there was a lot of criticism by then. And it was during Buhari's presidency, and Buhari was there in the marriage. And loads of people in the internet, the beast and the beauty and the beast, blah, 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 blah. So the story was overwhelming. And she was this young, beautiful air hostess from, was it the Maldives Island or Madagascar? Around that place. A sort of mix from part of Ethiopian side and from that part too. But, now nobody hears about her anymore. We don't know whether that relationship is still on or some other thing has taken effect. Yeah, this one I read from a history book. Okay. That is Ojukwu. Yes, that's Ojukwu, Bianca. Bianca Ojukwu, yes. Bianca Ono's father was a very close friend of Ojukwu. And by the time these two met, and the relationship started, it was an embarrassment even for the father. And the father was very annoyed with Ojukwu and said, how dare you? I thought we were friends. How dare you come to take my daughter at your age? And that one passed by. Well, Bianca too, it's a strong lady. It's a strong lady. Well, at the end of it, she went to become the Nigerian ambassador to Spain. And now I can't even remember whether she tried to join the last senatorial election or so. Yeah. I don't know whether she succeeded in doing that, but she's still very politically connected. But that's through the husband's name. And Ojukwu had quite some loads and loads of property. She was even much younger than Ojukwu's children. But he was so much in love with her. He was so much in love with her that had the biggest picture of her you can imagine in a whole big wall, that he would come back, as we used to hear by then, watching her, looking at her, and a sign of a relief. Well, she was a beauty queen, Miss Intercontinental. She won too. So her beauty too took her to different level, and a lawyer too. So it was quite a good one. But the kids are now big. She's still looking good. So that's what it is. So Dr. Jeff, Vico Modes, chat. Welcome, Dr. Jeff. Thank you for joining the show. How are you today? Okay. So Nikki, Namaste Nanja. Okay, Woto. Opinions and a virtual socializing. Hi, everyone. Yes, hi. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nikki, yes, after he passed, they started questioning paternity of her kids. Yes, that's true. They do that often. Sometimes, families, it's just like what we have with the latest problem from that area, that particular area. They are fond of when they want to attack you, they really want to mess you up. They can use everything. They can use everything because for them, it's like they are in their comfort zone. You are the outsider coming in to take away what that belongs to them. For them, that's how they feel. They feel threatened in their own comfort zone. So they are fond of doing that. But if you see the kids, they resemble Ojuku himself. They resemble him. So if Ojuku did not object or doubt, if he had doubts about the kids while alive, then DNA could have been done. But he never had that sort of something. So it was just the family or the stepbrothers that tried to, to rubbish her. But even then, on her own, after the husband, well, she could go on to become the Nigeria's ambassador to Spain. And well, she's still in political, politically connected. And that's what it is. But, women, we have to be strong for each other. If you're not strong, man, they can bamboozle you and push you down, and push you around. But what it is, we have to, accept it, be able to rise up above all these difficulties. So that's exactly what it is. Dr. Nikki, hello, 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 Dr. J. Nikki said, so, Dr. J, how are you today? How are you? I saw you much earlier in your life today. You had a nice live show there today. Sometimes we also connect here to Dr. J. It's just that today, most of the people are intelligent keyboard reactors. Keyboard reactors over here, but sometimes we do the ones that we also connect with new people. But you are welcome anytime. So I can always give you a blue jacket if you want. And let's see if I can even do it on this live. Oh, yeah, I can do it here because sometimes I can even do it. So, Dr. J, you have it. You're on with your blue jacket. If you type something, then you have your blue jacket right on. That's it. So this is exactly where we are. We're talking about, Dr. J, we're talking about the Chief Iwanyango and the girlfriend. Oh, sorry, not the girlfriend, and the wife. The inheritance clause that forbids her from remarrying. So we thought probably the husband knows her well, that she could be vulnerable to these young Casanovas that are looking for rich women. Because she's already rich by the will, she will become rich. And the tendency that you will have the Casanovas trying to come over to confuse her, tell her all sort of worship her to get a pinch of that money. We know that will surely happen. But with the clause in the will, it will protect her, though it's embarrassing if she didn't know, if he didn't explain that to her before making that will. It will be embarrassing for her to go before the notary, and the notary reads that will before every member, every beneficiary of that will, before the children. It's a sort of a humiliation before the kids, because everybody will assemble and they will read the will. That's what we did in my father's home. Everybody will be there. If you're not there, your mother will represent you. And they read it. So everybody knows what is my own and what is your own. So it's been like that for a while. So it can be sort of an embarrassment for her. And with that, all eyes will be on her. Maybe the stepkids that never loved her, all the eyes will be on her. Thanks, Dr. J. Thanks for visiting my live stream earlier. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. So all eyes will be on her. If they ever see her with a man or somebody in the house, they will say, oh, what are you doing? They will use that to insult her, because most times, remember, in African culture, maybe the older kids from the previous marriage. Oh, our dad is married now, is newly married. Our dad is neglecting us now. We don't see her because he has a new wife and all that stuff. So with a will like this, all eyes will be against her, will be on her. They will even intimidate whoever she gets closer with. Well, it happened. Things like this do happen, but what can we do? It's part of life. It's just for her to know how to play her way. Yes, if you want, we can be partners, but we're never going to get married. Or I don't want to get married. Let's remain as partners. It happens. People live like that. People can also live like that. They can also bring in the man and live together, but provided it's not in marriage, yes. Because the will didn't said you cannot bring in a man to live in the house. No, but you cannot remarry. So there's a difference here. Her life will go on with whoever she chooses to be, probably only excluding marriage. Well, for me, that would also be fine, so that my money will be safe. I will take it that way. So that's exactly. It's a very controversial will. It's a controversial will, and we don't even know the other aspects of the will, whether there are other clauses that forbids her from doing a lot of things, and probably she was the only one that had that clause inserted in that will. She was about the only one. Maybe the other kids, there was nothing like that. There was nothing like that about the kids. Well, the kids can go ahead and marry 200 times 20 women, no problem. But you, as my wife, you cannot remarry. If you remarry, you lose the money. It's a very big, but it's okay. We will take it on like that. So we're closing up a little bit. We talk a little bit about this Ifunanya, and Dr. J. You were there. You know a little bit more about the Ifunanya case with the uncle Gabriel and the ones at home and the sister, the auntie that was part of this conspiracy that didn't take care of the father. That lady is no more now. So now remaining the other siblings and the Uncle Gabriel in America. And the Uncle Gabriel in America, as somebody that has worked in the courts, he knows exactly what to do. He was in control of that account, and he wouldn't say that he was not keeping an eye on the brother that brought him to America, to see how he was doing. Because the state of the brother, what we saw, the photographs, it's something terribly bad. But it goes to teach us, to tell us something. If you're in the diaspora, you really, really, truly want to relocate back home. I know most people have this home nostalgia. Most people have this home nostalgia. They'll tell you, I am tired of living abroad. I want to go back home. I have built my retirement home. And when I get back, I have my siblings, I have my families, and I will feel good. But now the situation has changed because the people you left behind and think they are brothers, they might never really be your brothers anymore. You are just on your own. You are a different human. You have nothing to share with them anymore. All what they see you as the money bank. And that's it. And whereby you cannot produce it. You don't want to release it to them. Man, you can get hot. Because that time, maybe you are the only one, and all your kids or your wife, they're still abroad. And only you going home. What a danger. And you said you have a family there that will taking care of you. No. They're there just for your money. They can harm you and nobody will know. And who knows what had happened to this Ifunanya father? Whether they were beating him up every day, whether they forced him under duress to give them that power of attorney at home. And that power of attorney, not just about the money. It could be about property, money, everything that he ever owns back home. We saw that mansion. It's a very big mansion. It's a house that he could have retired safely with a 5,000 US dollars pension. At home, when you change that money, it's a lot of money. And at that age, what does he really eat? He doesn't eat or spend much anymore. He could have been able to hire a security, 30 or 40,000 or 50,000 at most a month. A house cleaner, a housekeeper that will clean the house and cook for him. If he gives the lady a bus quarter day to live and pay another 30 or 50,000, just say 100,000 for both security and this, leave a message in the gate. Nobody should come in. Don't open the door for anybody except I ask you. But I think Mr. Peter didn't have the opportunity to do that. He didn't have the opportunity to do that. They would have been hitting him up and down. Lock a whole man like that inside the room upstairs. Nobody took the phone from him, rubbished him, reduced him to nothing. Oh my God. I've never seen anything like this. Now, Mr. said, my dad never lived abroad, but his siblings behaved in a similar manner because of land. That's what it is. That's why I said the world has changed now. There's no more moral value. Moral decadence. Everything is going down, down, down. You cannot even trust anybody. Even when you go home, even to drink from your sibling, you have to be extremely careful. Anything can happen. You have to be extremely careful, even to drink from the same cup they want from you. And we don't know what happened. Imagine the one that this man took to America, the brother, conniving with the ones at home. Imagine a daughter not hearing, not allowing him contact, taking the phone. They snatched the phone from him. There was no contact with him, with the outside world. Only inside that his bedroom, that they lock him inside. And imagine that guy, when they lift him up, look at all the bones in the legs and everything. Look at the bones on the legs. My God, I tried not to look at it because it was so bad. And you can see the height. It was a huge guy, huge guy. They reduced him. Who knows how long he could have lived again, if not that money, the 5,000 US that they were taking. I'm sure they could have done away with him. I'm sure the village house, they didn't want the daughter. Imagine they did not even want the daughter to come in. Immediately, the daughter tried to come into your father's compound, and the brothers are preventing you, your aunties preventing you. So what are you doing here? And they're calling her different names. They were calling her different names. Ashawo, this. You can imagine an uncle. And they said, your father is not here. Your father has gone to Abuja. And whereas the man is locked up inside the room upstairs. The man has literally reduced to skeletons, deaths, unkept. He couldn't walk, paralyzed. A family locked him up. Nobody could have access to him. If not that the poor guy, and they said he's gone to Abuja. Oh yeah, where's your father? Yeah, your father has gone to visit the other uncle in Abuja. And when he went out, one lady outside said, no, your father is locked upstairs. He's up. Before she jumped up again and ran up, and they tried to stop her and saw the father on the ground. Imagine. So life is very unfair, guys. You guys should never, who really plans to relocate home, think, reflect. Do not think that you have a family there. You have a brother, you have a sister there that's there for you. No. First, your kids, your wife, or your husband. Those are your first family. The rest that there just for your money. You can imagine if the daughter didn't, after 6 months, not hearing from the father, calling auntie, calling uncle, where is Papa? Papa has gone out. Oh, Papa is sleeping. Papa, until she decided to penetrate. And this thing has taken her. This problem started from 2017, a young girl fighting that war alone, 2017 till now. It's a big, huge, most girls, they will be afraid even to go to the village to do this kind of a thing because they could arrange people to, take her out. But she was just so lucky, so lucky. And at the end, she's been able to fly the dad back to New York. At least the man sounded happy. He's happy. But even then, the uncle in America is still trying to go to him to confuse him. Imagine taking papers to meet the brother to sign. A man that cannot, he has dementia in that health bed that is sick, and you still bringing papers, power of attorney for him to sign, and asking the hospital staff to sign as witness, and those ones refused because the daughter had said, nobody, whoever comes here in the name of family to visit my father, inform me first. And they called the daughter immediately. They saw the guy and said, is the uncle, is the brother. And the daughter quickly and the mother, they landed there. Behold, he was holding paper in the hand that the father had signed. But the hospital staff said, we refuse to sign as witness. So at the end, who signed as witness? He went and get somebody in the court to stand as witness, whereas in the hospital, there was nobody. It was only him. Nobody as the hospital staff decided signed for him. So when you have brothers like this, yes, 2017 this happened. This started 2017 when the man decided to relocate, but by then I think he had a partial stroke by then. So for him, it's like, I might not really be useful to this society again. Let me go back home. I have my mansion there, the house, everything is done there, in which with the 5,000 US pension, he could have lived comfortably. He could have lived comfortably just to hire somebody to take care of, clean the house, cook, and the security there, because there was everything already in the house already. It's a very big mansion. But then the brothers, the sisters, they took over, get him to sign power of attorney, giving them power over him, his money, excluding the children, even when he has four kids the man had, excluding them completely. So it's the girl Ifunaya, she really, it was a real good fight, but at least she succeeded. Even the man's passport, they seized the passport, and one or two of the passport was even already expired, and she even had to contact the American embassy, and they were able to issue an emergency traveling certificate to take him back to New York. So they're back in New York. They're doing well. The ex-wife is also involved in assisting him now to, part of a recovery. So that has really gone a long way in, and the physiotherapy and all that. He sounds a very happy man, but when he see his legs folding in the mat in the room, or dirty mattress in his room when they took him out from the village house, it was horrible that a family could reduce a whole man like that. And he seemed to have been, probably he was the only breadwinner, giving all of them, but they just want to take everything from him. So that's it. So Dr. J, I will have to try and try. Okay, heartless siblings. That's not family. No, it's not. It's not family. Now, I think this thing is happening everywhere. This is even one among many that we have heard. There would have been loads and loads of things like this, situations like this happening all over without people knowing. So this serves as an eye opener to loads and loads of people. So whoever is really planning to relocate back home, to spend your pension age back home, where you have your kids still living abroad and you want to go back home and you think you have a family, I think the person should think again, should reflect again. It's something that everybody needs to think about, because it might not be that rosy as you think. The people you left behind might not be the same people you are going back to meet. No, you people will be talking on a different page. And even if you don't have pension, you have money, you go there, they will try to suck that money out of you every day. One story or the other. One story, oh, my child is going to school. Oh, we don't have this. Oh, we don't have this. Oh, I am sick. They will suck, once they suck the money completely out of you and they see that you don't have anything left, they'll abandon you. But unlike this man, they kept him because of that pension, 5,000 US coming to the account, and the brother in America connive with them. Maybe he doesn't give them the whole money, keep back some in his pocket too. He had control over the account, and whereas the kids were there. So it's well, we just leave it like that today. So, guys, it was going to be a short one. I think I've even prolonged it a little bit. So we're going to call it off a day, and we see again in the next episode. Thank you, thank you. So, Namaste. Thank you, Dr. J. Thank you. It was a pleasure to have you on my channel today. And Nikki, Sunny Adventure. You're too late, man. We've made 1 hour. And well, Namaste, who would say again? Kemi Klaus, Kemi, Nixon Beresha. Okay, if you guys are still there, thank you for joining the show. The champ is here, the champ. Hey, I'm going to knock on your door next month. Just wait for me. I want to give you a surprise. I know you're doing New Jersey. I'm going to be there. So, Nikki, Nixon Beresha. Well, John Kiamu. Oh, my brother, King Janju. How are you, John? Yes, if you're still there, I know you guys are still in the bushes, no problem. And the Kemi Klaus, thank you very much. Dr. Cherry Cottle, thank you. So we're going to see you again in the next banger. Thank you, guys. Send Picture Thinker. Bye for now as I signed out. See you next. Thank you.